Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th of July weekend. Happy 250. All right, where am I? It looks like I'm live. Where am I? There I am. All right, like and share. Whew. Okay, now get back here. Get back here. Whew. Did everybody have a nice 4th of July? Did anybody watch fireworks? Anybody go to fireworks, do fireworks, watch them? I did watch them on, not live though. Here you can't really see, I mean you can hear them going off in the distance, but it just never gets really dark here, so I watched them on the screen. I sure did. Hi, Miss Julianne. Happy 4th of July, baby. And yes, I will add you to the list. Julianne. They kept me up. You know, I did not hear them going off. But I guess right in Sun City, I don't know that people do them. It's a way. I mean, Peoria, Surprise, they do them, but not in Sun City so much. But I'm sorry that they kept you awake. There was just this video I was watching, and all it said was, you know, it's showing this guy. There's a video of this guy, and on the bottom it says, "What could go wrong?" So he's got a 5-gallon paint bucket, and it's full of fireworks. Some guy comes up with a torch and lights them all. And this guy's holding them. He's holding this big bucket up against his leg, and he's pointing it that way. And all these fireworks are going off. Plus, he's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. It's like, yeah, what could go wrong? Thankfully, nothing did. But it was like, okay, they're not really thinking when they're doing this, are they? Plus, it's just so different here because I'm actually surprised that any fireworks are allowed unless they're putting them off over water because there's so many fires going on. There was somebody up near Prescott Valley. I think it was Prescott Valley because I think when I read it, it was really close to where I had been last Wednesday. And along the side of the road. She's driving along the side of the road and there's a fire. And she stops her truck and has a fire extinguisher in her car, puts the fire out. And she said she was going along and there was a couple other cars that stopped and helped her put it out. It was small enough. But she said she kept driving and there was a whole bunch of little fires. They were all on the same side of the road. And I thought, that's really weird. It's almost like, was somebody throwing something out? Because it was just weird, but stunt for a joke, yeah. Exactly. Hi, Miss Denise. Yes, you may. Miss Denise. So we got some interesting energies coming up because we have the 7-7, which is coming up on Tuesday, the 7-7 portal. And Diego is saying the calm before a new chapter. So it's like, oh, okay. But we also do have some big solar activity. Now, when I saw it, it was so many hours ago, and they were talking about the next couple days. So like tomorrow and Tuesday, maybe later today, lots of solar activities, lots and lots of solar activities. Plus, the Schumann resonance, I saw we're starting another whiteout. And it's like, okay. And sometimes, the whiteouts, we don't necessarily feel them. Sometimes it's not until after the fact when we're trying to integrate everything, and that's when stuff comes up. The whiteout, it may just be, oh my gosh, I gotta take a nap. That's what happened to me Thursday. I was gonna come on, and like an hour before, it's like, oh my gosh, I just could not keep my eyes open. I had to lay down, and that's why I canceled it, because I didn't know if I would have been awake. Actually, I did. I would have been awake just a few minutes before, but I was like a zombie. I was just like a zombie. Yes, it was a very quiet 4th. Good food, good company. No, I was on the phone too. But it was very quiet. And there's so many people in the neighborhood that are gone too. So they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. In fact, so the neighbor lady that passed away last October, her daughter sold the house, and it's a flipper company that's coming in. So Friday, I think. So I hear landscapers out there, so I'm kind of looking out to see what they're doing. They're trimming trees. It's like, okay, yeah, the trees needed to be trimmed. Well, I think so imagine one of them was an olive tree. And this olive tree, they always shape them to look like the top of a mushroom. So it's kind of got that dome. And it looks like 4 or 5 sticks sticking straight in the air now. That's how much they cut off. And another tree that, it needed to be trimmed, but it looked like a butcher job. Well, then they came back the next day and they took some more. And I'm like, well, maybe they're just going to take those trees down. It's so sad when you take a tree down in Arizona, because I walked outside and it's like, oh my gosh, I can feel the beating sun, because usually late in the afternoon there's plenty of shade from that tree. Just sad. Yeah. So I don't know. There's probably going to be more landscapers either. I don't know if they'll come today, but probably going to be more stuff going on, as well as construction. I don't know when that's going to start, but so a lot of activity from that perspective around here. But yeah, so Diego is saying, as we move closer to the 7-7 numeric resonance portal, some people may notice that their bodies are responding in subtle yet meaningful ways. Periods of unusual fatigue, yes, may alternate with unexpected bursts of energies. Dreams may become more vivid or memorable. Sleep patterns may temporarily change. My sleep has been pretty much still good, but I've been dreaming a lot more, I think. So some may experience heightened intuition, emotional sensitivity, moments of unusual mental clarity, ringing in the ears, waves of warmth or tingling through the body, desire to simplify their surroundings, or a growing need for silence, nature, and deeper self-care. Yeah. I'll tell you, it's now it's getting to the point where it's warm enough that it's, even in the mornings, it doesn't really feel cool, but still cooler to walk just before the sun comes up. Are you guys noticing any intensities, or is it just, oh no, everything's going good? Yeah, Diego was also saying about the heightened solar activity, yes, but he's also talking about light codes, more light codes coming in. I need more quiet and silence. Yeah, I get that. I get, you know, and for me, it's I don't want to spend time with a lot of other people. I mean, there's just so few pockets. And I think because everybody's going through their stuff, but I'm exhausted. I feel it's calming down for me right now, which is good. Oh, good, you're more grounded. Oh yeah, sitting on that rock there. That's a cool picture, sitting on the rock. Tell you, when I was doing the pre-shuffle today, and I pulled, you know, if a card sticks out, I say, for me, and it was be present. It was in the angel deck. It was be present, and it's like, oh yeah. Because this morning I wasn't paying attention, and I walked into this little table. Luckily, because I hit it right on the point, luckily, didn't break skin or anything, but it hurt so bad. It's like I had to hang on, because it's like, I came close to passing out, and it's like, that is just, I'm kind of watching it, you know, watching it happen, and it's like, wow, this is really bizarre. And it feels fine now. I mean, I put ice on it like instantly, and I have lavender oil that I put just in a little spray bottle with water. I spray that on there. It's like, it's a very cool picture. I know, that's what I thought, but it's like, okay, Sue, pay attention. And I just kind of, you know, I walked a little bit to make sure that it wasn't going to, like, hurt, continue to hurt. And it did. At first I'm limping, and it's like, oh, great. And then it's like, no, keep walking, and you walk it out. But it was very weird, because it was like, it was so strange, because it was almost like I could feel it in my knee going up, all the way up to my head, because it's like, so if you've ever fainted, let's say the point of right before you faint is a 10. This was probably a 2, but I could tell that that's where it was going. I've fainted, maybe not half a dozen times. That's too many. So under 5, I think. But it's a definite. I could feel it coming. It's like, okay. Okay, but it's fine now. It's like, pay attention, Sue. Be present. Be aware of your steps. Okay, so here we go. So this is for the week of July 6th through 12. So this is the first full week in July. So we've had the 250. And now it'll be interesting to see what kind of energy starts shifting and changing, because the other thing that's coming, I think not until August, but I think it's coming, where there's a lineup of like 6 planets all lined up. And I didn't share the post because it's still a month away, but I think there's some interesting astrological things coming up. Okay, July 6th through 12th, here we go. Be yourself. Okay. Thank you, chimes. Do you hear them? They've been quiet for a while. This one also, did this one come up? Was that this morning? No, it wasn't this morning. I was thinking it was this morning, but no, it wasn't this morning for me. But yeah, this is it's a good card. What it feels like is the more energies, the way that they're coming in so strong, it's helping us, each of us, alleviate, remove anything that is holding us back from being ourselves. So, and what I mean by that is it's not that we aren't trying to be ourselves, but I think the more energies that is coming in, it's helping us melt away anything that isn't of our true essence. And what I see is, it's almost like if you, okay, imagine that you have like an ice cream sundae. And you start out with the ice cream and then you're putting all the stuff on top. And if you just let it sit for a minute, the stuff keeps running off, running off, running off. And it's almost like the ice cream is who we are, and all this other stuff that we put on, it's for different reasons that we put it on. But if we allow it to melt away, the ice cream is still there. So we're still there. That's what is shining through. So the more we can be who we are at our essence, love, compassion, joy, being happy. That's what this is all about. So there's something, and it feels like some pretty intense energies that are coming in to help us do this more and more. First angel card we have is whispering encouragement. So yeah, got the angels whispering their encouragement, got our loved ones whispering encouragement, and we got the galactics of all different kinds helping us, whispering encouragement. Second angel card we have is angels everywhere. Okay, so look at this. We're getting a lot of help this week. So what that tells me is there's more stuff that's going to be falling away than we would think initially. But it's okay. And it's almost like I feel like every single breath that we take into who we are, it helps more of the stuff that we aren't, the stuff that maybe has been holding us back, the stuff that isn't what we truly believe is falling away. That's what it feels like. Third angel card we have is love will expand. So all this to say, you know what? Breathe in love. It will help each of us be more of who we are. Absolutely. It will also help us with our connection. We'll hear the connections, we'll get more confirmation that our angels are with us, as well as our loved ones on the other side, as well as our galactic friends. So, what do you guys think, baby? Woohoo! All right, gotta write that down. I like it. I like it. I like it. Julianne says, yep, that resonates. All right, I'm gonna leave that up right there. I'm gonna go like this. Right there, so right there, that resonates. It absolutely, it resonates with me as well. I just did. I just did. I'll do it again. I'll just do it again. Before I stick this back in the deck. There you go. So interesting. So interesting. Hi, Miss Beth. You made it. Yes, yes, yes. I will add you to the list. I do my best. I do my best. It's, I know when I have the name and stuff down, when I have a message down here, it takes part of the screen away too. Hi, Miss Presh. Yes, I will add you to the list as well. Whew. Lordy, lordy. All right. So I'm gonna start with Miss Julianne and Miss Julianne. See what we get from Miss Julianne. So what did everybody do for the 4th of July? Did you stay home? Did you go to a party? What did you have going on? When I was in Wisconsin, there was three of us. And the three of us for almost every single holiday, as well as one of our birthdays, we would be at one of the three of us houses. We would just kind of rotate. All right, whose turn is it? Whoa, did you see that, Juliet? It's like it popped out. It didn't go this way. It flipped out that way. I don't know what it is though. All right, Julianne. Oh, take charge, man. Yeah, this is kind of that stoic guy. I don't know, for some reason I see it as like a soldier kind of. Very stoic. It was frost. This was a palm tree. Yes, this is a palm tree. And it had frost on it. So interesting. But this take charge, the thing I always notice about this, see right along here? It kind of reminds me, if you've ever had your aura picture taken, a lot of times in the colors, depending on, and it doesn't matter what the colors are, but at times you can see that it's either angels or guides that are watching over you, that are coming in, that are in the picture with you. And that's what this always makes me think of, Miss Julianne, is that there's guides that are watching over you. And it feels like these two cards, the Whispering Encouragement and the Angels Everywhere, it feels like these absolutely are coming into play big time, even more so for you this week. I know that you are very aware of many of the guides, your past loved ones. I know that you're very aware of them, and it feels like this week especially, they're going to be more pronounced. I don't know what that means for you, whether they're going to be louder, whether they're going to be showing up in different ways, but more pronounced, that's the words that I'm hearing, and that's not something I typically say. So, Julianne. All right, shuffling for Miss Denise. Stayed home and watched Leah Ramini docuseries. Yeah, I did watch a series, but I've been watching, what is it, DC Legends of Tomorrow. Oh, you did a 5K? Oh man, hot and humid, and then took a nap. Good for you. No kidding, a 5K. We had a party. Fell in the lake. Oh no. Hopefully they're okay. Miss Denise. It's not good. And when somebody falls in the lake, it's like, can they swim? How did they fall in? What happened? Excuse me. All right, Miss Denise. Okay, you guys saw me shuffle this. So, Miss Denise, it feels a little different for you. So what I'm seeing is, it's almost like, okay, so imagine this. You're sitting down and there's like leaves. Let's say leaves because they're a really good visual. Somebody's standing above you and they're dropping leaves on you. And they're doing it as a joke, and leaves, they're getting on you and they're in your hair. And you slowly stand up. and brush them off. Get them out of your hair. And then do what you're going to do or say what you're going to say. But it feels like there's the person that is doing the leaves or the whatever that's doing the leaves is annoying to you, but you are not going to let them know that it is annoying. And you are so composed when you stand up and just slowly brush this stuff off. And you're not going to let them know that it bothered you, and you're just going to go about. But the way that you stand up and move about your day lets them know not to be messing with you. So, there you go, Miss Denise. Oh my gosh. All right, I better do that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, does that ring for you? Oh, all right, Miss Beth, here we go, Miss Beth. This card makes a lot of sense. I have been hearing something like this is coming in for me and others too. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's pretty funny, this visual that I'm getting. Yeah. I don't know, people are funny. People are funny, aren't they? All right, Miss Beth, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. There it is. You are very welcome, Miss Denise. All right, Miss Beth. Coyote. Now, you don't see coyotes up by you, do you? Where is it? I know here we see a lot of coyotes. Right here. I know you see javelinas where you are, but for some reason I don't think, unless you said that the other day, but this guy is standing, okay, you do. Yeah, oh, that's right, when you're walking. That's right. Yeah, we did talk about that. Sorry, everybody, I saw Miss Beth and somebody else on Wednesday for lunch. It was very nice. It was a very nice gathering. But, okay, so this courage card, this coyote, it feels like there's a lot more of you that has been building a foundation. It feels like there's things that, now in some of this, yes, I know that it's going on, but it feels like there's stuff that you've been looking at, and when I say looking at, yes, there's physical, but I'm also talking emotional and mental stuff that you've been sorting through as well. So some of it is like old beliefs, old things that it's like, oh, this has just always been, but I feel like you might be looking at things a little bit differently now. And it's like you're not tearing everything down, but you're adjusting things. So what is left standing is very stable. That's what it is. What's left standing is very stable. So, there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, coyotes are interesting, but I'll tell you, they are tricksters through and through. I haven't seen any here for a while, and I'm up before the sun is up. But they must be heading out and not passing through. And of course, there's no barking dogs next door. So I would think that there might even be more because there's lots of bunnies now. There's always been a lot of bunnies, but. Okay, Miss Press, you're the last one on the list today. You are very welcome, Miss Beth. Miss Presh, the last one on the list today. Come on, baby. There it is. There it is. All right, let's see. I am here now. Somebody got this last week. I do not remember who it was, but this guy he's so darn cute. But this is all about letting people know that this truly feels like, hey, letting people know that you're here. It feels like there's some aspects that it's almost like to take charge. It's similar in that there's some aspect of you that you haven't fully let yourself be known. So what it feels like, okay, and I get the, okay, let me see if I can articulate this because I can see it so clearly. It's like if you are learning something new, read all these books and take a class and get a certificate so you can prove that I can do this. And it feels like that's all great, that's all fine and dandy, but you don't have to do that. As you're learning something new, as you are revealing more of who you are, the more confidence you come through with, the more people are apt to believe you. That's what it's all about. Heard this story a long time ago, and I don't even remember where I heard it from, but they said it was something, where you're supposed to show your driver's license. And they said, oh yeah, if you stand up there with enough self-confidence and give people a library card and say, oh yeah, I can use this to, gain access or whatever. Now, just keep in mind, this is like 20 years ago, maybe even 30 years ago. It probably was true, but the more confidence, whether you believe it or not, the more comfortable with yourself, the more confident you are. You can do things that if you were coming across as meek and mild, it ain't gonna fly, baby. So that's what it feels like. Something is, you're working on something and you're showing more of who you are. So look at that. Woohoo! Hope that resonates, Miss Presh. It's going to be an interesting week, everybody. So let's see. This is, okay, the first week. So I should be on Thursday. Not making any promises. Thursdays are kind of like if we're all listening to ourselves and taking care of ourselves. Oh, I will do my best to be here on Thursday. But Sundays I always make. So thank you so much for being here live, and I hope you all have a fabulous rest of the weekend, and I hope you have a fabulous week with the energies that are coming up and coming in. I studied. Yep. All right, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. Bam. All right, everybody, have a great day. I will see you next time. Angel blessings to you. You're very welcome, Miss Julianne.